Hello and welcome to the Old McDonald Farm. I know it's been a couple of weeks since we've had a video. Haven't actually been out to the house in a while. We've had a lot of different things going on, but it is Saturday, December 21st, the shortest day of the year, and I've actually got an opportunity to be up here at the house. Checked the weather yesterday and it was calling for a little bit of snow, but it said no accumulation, nothing to worry about. So I came up this morning, and on my way up here, Lisa texted me that there's now a winter weather advisory and we are supposed to get 4 inches of snow. So I may be up here for a couple of days. I will let you see what it looks like outside right now. You can see that car going by, but yes, the streets are covered with snow. I just got here about 15 minutes ago, and so it's already covered all my tracks. The windows have snow on them. So I'm hoping a little bit later today I'll head outside and give you some outside perspective, and we'll go for a little walk in the fields in the snow. So I am up here today to put some finishing touches on things. I need to put a closet door. Got a nice accordion style door to put on this hall closet here. We've also decided that we're going to do a barn door for the bathroom here. So I have picked that up, and that's going to be a pretty sizable project, but we're going to have a barn door here that slides over that way. I got some new faucets, but I tried to get a mirror and some sconces at Lowe's, and they had nothing to choose from, so we'll have to order those online. I am planning on painting these cabinets while I'm here today and tomorrow. So far, this bathroom has about 2 coats of primer on it, so I'll have to look at the walls and see if they're smooth enough, but if I can get the temperature up warm enough, I may try to put another coat of paint on there. I'm going to do a little caulking, a little cleaning around the tub, because I am planning on taking a shower in here tomorrow morning. So that's about it. Not a whole lot going on. Here's a shot of the field. I can see the trees in the distance, sort of. But yeah, I guess we're going to be getting 4 inches of snow, so should be okay. Up here, they're unlike Morgantown, they're pretty used to treating the roads up here, so it's usually pretty clear coming down Route 7. But I will check in with you along the way, but I'm going to put on some music and get started. Oh, one thing I do want to show you. I don't think this was in the last video. This is an electric heating fireplace that we got for the living room. We decided that if we wanted to do wood burning here, we'd have to have a hole punched in the roof to put the chimney back. We thought about it's wired for gas. It's got a gas line coming in, but we just decided that because this room isn't all that big, it probably doesn't make sense to have a blast furnace situation there. We don't need that much heat. So this is a 700 and 1500 watt electric heater. It's got different lights that we can turn on down there, different colors that can be up at the top. It's on right now, it's running, and it's definitely warmed up this room very nicely. So that'll be a nice little touch, just so there's something to look at in here. And if we're in here doing a puzzle or playing a game or whatever, we've got some good heat in here. So that's new. Okay, here's an update. It's been a few hours, been up at the house. I have put the hall closet door on. So we got a new louvered door to allow some air circulation in the closet. But not really a very hard project at all. Fits very nicely. So the next thing I'm moving on to, as I got into the barn door, I'm gonna have to get a board to go across the top, about 72 inches up there. That sticks out as far as the frame around the door. So I'm going to have to run to Lowe's, but the roads are not in great shape right now, so that'll have to happen another day. So I've moved on to painting the cabinets. I basically got the cabinet doors off here. I've cleaned everything with Crud Cutter just to get it as cleaned up as possible. I guess that's the best way of saying it. And I will paint. I think I've decided I'm going to try to paint inside as well. I probably will regret that once I get into it, but we're going to give it a shot. So I'm going to start painting inside the cabinets, get the outside framework done, and then when I took the doors off, I took all the hardware off. I also cleaned the cabinet doors. So I have all of those laid out here, and hopefully I can get a coat on those things as well. I'm hoping this goes pretty smoothly. But the thought was I could do a test run in the bathroom before we start worrying about the kitchen cabinets over here, because there's quite a few of them. So I'm going to get to work. let's see what happens. Well, you're joining me in the lower pasture. I think it's about 22 degrees out, snowing, and with the wind chill, it's about negative 73. It is bitter cold out here. So we're going to take some corn down to the deer. It is hunting season. Probably guys in the woods all around our property here hunting. But I'm actually trying to encourage wildlife here at the farm, so we're going to try to support the rabbits and the birds and the deer and everybody that'll tap into this, probably a couple coyotes too. We bought 2 big bags of field corn back in the fall, and Lisa and I spent like an hour pulling kernels off the cobs, so we'd have some loose corn, but then we've also got some cobbed corn. And a couple of times now when it's snowed, I've brought some down here. So, we'll leave that. Let's walk down to the creek, see what's going on down here. Oh, deer. Don't know if the camera will pick them up. Right across the way. They're coming through right there, jumping the fence. Running up through that field there, right in the pasture area. Well, I'm probably scaring them out of the safe, secure woods right into the sights of a hunter. That's the circle of life. Oh, the creek's flowing pretty well. Well, hopefully the deer will find that corn, have at least one good dinner, and we'll see what happens from there. Well, good morning. It is Sunday, December 22nd. I have some corn for the deer and a sled. But, we got a nice little snowstorm here. There's actually not a lot of accumulation, but I'm going to jump on this sled and see what happens. look at that. We've got fire. I could figure out how to light the pilot light, but I was really struggling getting the actual fire going until I found this little on-off switch down here, and wouldn't you know it, that makes a big difference. Welcome back. It's Sunday afternoon. I'm going to be heading back to town here pretty soon. I spent the night last night, got a few things done. I'll take you on a super quick tour of where we are with things. I'm hoping to put this video out later today, and then I'm hoping to have a nice little Christmas video. I've been shooting some video the last couple of weeks, and hopefully that'll come together. What's going on in the living room? Let's see. We've got our Christmas tree. Looks really nice from the road. I've got some video from last night. I ran out during the snowstorm to get something to eat and kind of left the house all lit up, and I'll insert that video here, but it looked really nice. It's nice to have all these windows just light up. We have somebody coming in January that's going to look at this fireplace. I'm more interested in having wood burning in here. So I think we're going to try to find a wood burning insert, pop a hole out the back of the house there for a chimney. But the gas is nice, but they're non-vented logs, so it kind of builds up an odor after a little while. That's definitely great. If the power were to go out, we'd still have some heat, but I would prefer wood burning. I just want a wood burning stove. Let me take you around. So we've had some snow. It's currently actively snowing, in fact. But the roads are melted. It was about 11 degrees last night, but things are starting to melt, and that's why I'm going to go ahead and take off. I've got everything finished that I wanted to get finished up. The main thing I've been working on is the bathroom. I wanted to paint those cabinets, and so I've got 3 coats of paint on everything at this point. I haven't fully assembled it yet because I'm going to let the door fronts dry, but basically I took those little drawer inserts out, painted the front of that. I know originally I said I was going to paint inside, decided not to because this is an acrylic paint, so it's really hard to paint with. It's like painting with gum. So we'll just line those with some contact paper, but basically got the fronts painted, got a second coat of primer up on the walls in here, and then I've got the doors all set to go. We've got some black hardware, black handles and black hinges to put on them, but I'm just going to let them dry for another week and make sure they get good and hard. This is an acrylic paint, so it should have a kind of a shell to it. Also bought a couple of faucets. Unfortunately, one of the things I discovered was this has old copper lines instead of flex lines. So fortunately, our neighbor is a very good plumber. But I might have to get his help with that because I think you have to do some soldering. So the bathroom's coming together in the summer, in the spring when it heats up. I'll put the final coat of white paint in here, but for now it's pretty much ready to go. Here in the bedroom, of course, the wardrobe that we put in a couple of weeks ago. This is the barn door. It's a solid core door. It must weigh 1,400 pounds. And basically, what I've discovered is that I need a piece of wood that goes across the top here that's about as thick as the door frame, 3/4 of an inch here, and about 72 inches wide for the rail to attach to. So I'll have to find the studs, mount that up, paint that white. Then I can put the rail up and get the barn door kit installed, but that's something that's going to have to wait for another time because I didn't feel like running to Lowe's last night. The other thing that I worked on was the kitchen. Oh, yeah, the door. This is the accordion door in the linen closet, so it's a vented door. And ta-da! So now our sheets and our towels and everything are safely tucked away in there. The other thing that I worked on was putting some paint up in this room. I finally painted up along the top there, down the sides, underneath where the dishwasher was. And look at that, the door is no longer pink. It's got 2 or 3 coats of primer on it. So in the summertime, once again, when it gets warm, I just find it's a lot easier to paint when it's really warm. The paint goes on well, it dries quickly. But from here around to there, I need to paint that with a final coat of white. And depending on how the kitchen or the bathroom cabinets turn out, we will start working on these next. Get these painted. Lisa would like to take these out, and maybe someday we'll do that and put another window here because, again, this is the best part of the house, and there's just not many windows on the back side. Now we've got these 2 slider doors. which is great. But to put another big window over here would be pretty cool. So that's about it. Again, I'm hoping to get back, rock this video out this afternoon, and then I'm hoping to release a little Christmas video on Christmas Day. So thank you so much for tuning in. Merry Christmas.